Harold Mathews Cup is a competition that has been going for approximately 30 odd years. It's a competition for clubs to enter teams at under 16 level. In particular this year it's a little bit different from past years where we've included Queensland teams into a national program. So all the New South Wales based teams play off in a New South Wales comp. At the end of that competition then there's a 16 team playoff series where there'll be 4 teams from Queensland come and play against the New South Wales clubs. Harold Mathews was an official back in the 50s with the league and he was involved as one of those stalwarts back in promoting the game. His actual position I'm not too sure of, but he was a long-time servant of the game back in the 40s and 50s. This year there are 18 teams in the New South Wales sector. They are comprised of all the New South Wales clubs or stroke the NRL clubs, teams like Manly, teams like Parramatta, teams like Penrith. We have some composite teams as well. We have Sydney Roosters, they're representing there, but they partner with Newtown in the under-18s. We also have Melbourne, and we also have the Gold Coast Titans event of the competition as well. So we cover from Queensland down to Victoria, which is quite exciting really. So, the Harold Mathews is under-16s, the SG Balls is under-18s, and we see as a league we see then that's the stepping stone then into the under-20s, which is the MIC, and then go to the NRL hopefully down the track. So SG Ball is also a similar person to Harold Mathews, and he's just a trophy was struck to recognise his work and efforts way back in the last century. And the competition is aimed at boys at under 18 years of age, and it's a similar concept. The clubs normally have an identification process that they undertake, and every club is a little bit different with how they deliver that talent identification process. Generally, if a boy is in the under-18s, he would then, if he's one of the better players, he might then be involved with the Toyota Cup. There are players who, say for example in 2008, played in the SG Ball. When the SG Ball competition concluded, they were then drafted up and played in the Toyota Cup. So it's seen as a stepping stone. Others, due to the schooling commitments and their individual arrangement, may then go back to their local club or go back to their local school environment. So it just depends on the club, but some have got more finances than others, but they see it as a definite talent identification process, and all the clubs now have recruitment people who go to these games and identify the players. This is my 20th year involved with the Rugby League at this level. The school level has obviously improved dramatically. The game has changed differently too because of obviously the different rules that have come across in those last 20 years. The professionalism of the clubs is also rubbing off on the kids as well. So, and obviously going from a weekend competition to now a 9-week competition, it's seen as an education path. The kids obviously do strength training, they look at their diet. We have drug education programs in place through ASADA, which is important from our point of view, so they understand what's right and what's wrong. And the other thing too is that the kids are so much bigger these days, and it's not unusual to see a boy of 100 kilos, 6'2", playing under 16s or under 18s. So the size of the player is probably the biggest thing that's changed in all that time.